I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It's you again. What is it? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cop.
You smell weakness. He's getting tired of the game he's been playing.
Dark. Dark is when you start.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about that.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was
Funny. No good.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance.
Alright. All fucking righty then.
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump hard.
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought I thought...
Yeah.
He wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know, you might want to lay off this topic, or else you might antagonize him.
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now. I asked for your opinion, not a bedtime story.
But she didn't.
Oh no. He's definitely compromised too.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job.
Yeah, guys.
Why? Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Handled him? She got into some...
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men...
Come on, Titus. It's been a long day. I'm tired of running back.
You know what? I am tired. Next time you see her, tell...
This is the petulant rage of someone...
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little... Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beer.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100?
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Oh, so you went and talked.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. Let me state this very clearly, Capo.
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips.
It's you again. What is it?
Clausier.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never fall. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about outside, in the midday sun. Ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the...
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
We didn't light him on fire.
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. The most terrible fear. To your right, you sense the air move. You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. Just remember outside.
Huh?
He'll get it.
Got it.
Bring that up.
The man's fists.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us.
It wasn't that. It wasn't...
That's it.
Officer,
He's onto you. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
We didn't kill him. We didn't...
Shut up, Angus!
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and...
Dennis! Stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take... Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler?
I left it home. I can't...
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time.
Lizzie, Your help is no longer needed.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions? He nods.
You hang the corpse to cover up the...
We're not sure. Probably a bullet.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes.
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed, and it looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the...
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own. They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people, they're powerful, connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her.
And why would you help someone like that?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez. Me too. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside. Behind, I'm thinking someone's past.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself. The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
In a manner of speak, we had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it. Fella, you think too much. He's off.
A little too far there.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Clausia you want to talk to. You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling.
Clausia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did.
Still, after all this headache.
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be...
We'll take that into account.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to...
I understand. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
If you knew we would find out eventually.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay, you're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension,
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
you share a database with them. You send just business, but bad business for some people, and
What happens if they...
they will kill me, sir. If you file my name, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with...
Here we go. For once, actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of... with a bigger company. The kind you really...
I need the names of the companies involved, and who...
The job was Lou's County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate.
But she really...
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive, sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their job. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit.
That can wait. Look into her eyes.
One of them killed themselves because of me. How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it? That would do the trick, yes. We were there. Together. In bed, okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through.
A great pain moves through her.
I knew he was dead.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. Yeah, it was a real motherfucker.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to lie.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know.
It's okay. Were you in...
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his
Good thinking. Clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. He was still on the floor. Slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore.
Run, woman. Run past them. And out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any... Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardy... Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and...
Ruby?
Ruby. You know.
The leader?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things...
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted...
Would you say she is the 8th?
Why not?
Does she also party with Ruby, however?
No.
Still, there is something there.
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know. Take care of things.
To produce lividity.
Yes.
We completely missed the tempering. Looks like you got there in time.
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the heart.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble? What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than...
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear. What? Why would I put myself through this? He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know.
All kinds of crazy things happen when... It could have been a desire murder. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Now, you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration.
She's getting scared now. Of you. The downstairs people.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before. That wasn't what happened. What does that mean?
Do drugs make you...
No. People don't take drugs. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this.
She's simply... She has the training for it. You've known it since she first greeted...
Like what? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. I just don't know.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making... He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days.
Oh God, that was a lie. She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called...
She nods, silently. He's thinking, or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her. Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this. See?
I did. What is this? There was an older woman on the other end.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around.
What time did you make the...
Thursday night. It was late.
It checks out. There may be grounds here. At least...
This bastion of willpower here is watchman. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name.
Okay. Okay, it's not. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her. The afterglow of...
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds.
Falsified...
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. It's useless.
The lieutenant makes an...
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here. Past a broken sewage pipe. It's Katarzyna Elysium. That's cool.
She doesn't feel like a Clausia. She feels like nothing.
I am. They can never take my...
Yes, they can. For lying. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever. She slowly lights another cigarette. You are. This is not the end of this.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be... She slowly... Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid. As you look back, you think, so love did do him in. If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have She's silent, holding on to her. Remember this silence. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love easier that way. I don't know.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off, smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on following your lead. The lieutenant leans in close.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced? Yes, that one. Cold wind is seeping in right now. Just one floor below. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike a vague sense of... This window is pristine on the inside. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes. Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just... The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge, ending him. From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind, 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures were none that you've found thus far. But that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the B prime for Boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the Islet Detective. There may be smaller points 700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between...
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or a sniper nest if we go down the coast. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman having sex. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple.
There must be a key somewhere.
It's you again. What is it? Why? Sounds like you want to push this steaming pot. Ruby's one of us. We're not.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation...
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
It's you again. What is it?
Nothing is...
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectory.
Because she was here.
He's cobbling together shit so he can...
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:50?
Yeah, with us, drinking. Near the stage there.
No. All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too.
That's probably for the best.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she met.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still miss this.
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy. 72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab? No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk.
Those numbers were an ass pulling.
Yeah, and they don't put hair on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
Oh. People say,
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
okay, but how'd you get up?
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. Ruby could have gone up, shot him.
That's quite the theory. We need to...
I'm on it, boss. Right when...
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial.
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it? Footprints. Recent. That close, huh? How fortunate. Good news is, I'm still listening. I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. That's Wall Mystery down then. An architect.
He knows it's something. He's just not ready to say you knew more.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the... But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun...
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 20...
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info.
Titus doesn't reply. Probably a good sign.
That looks antique. A Belle McGrave. It's an
20, maybe 30 rifles, Titus.
God damn it. We need to close that dump down.
Okay, I see your point. There are guns.
We just missed one. Ruby doesn't know this place, boss. Just these cops digging up shit.
God damn. That's just about your...
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could...
That's all you needed. Doubt.
All right, cop. Keep talking.
T, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't...
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back down...
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She...
Time for a logics demonstration.
You're on thin...
It's a thought exercise, Titus. Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Alone. I don't drag my...
If she used us, then that's it.
But she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her?
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she's skipped town. This is good.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Think.
She... Really, Shanks?
Time for a logics demonstration.
You...
It's a thought exercise.
Alone.
If she used...
But she did...
Glenn,
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
there's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought she would take it.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the...
Okay. We've ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember...
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned. Silence. The old man. And this is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. But
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical.
perhaps ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. Friday afternoon, when you first arrived, I got word the RCM was in town. I told you. No, you, as in the cop with...
And a hole in his heart. That first.
Sure. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But she said you have a funny taste in clothes.
Never. Not until the case is solved. And then...
Not until you have something on her. She says she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener.
Fucking hell.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our life.
It's not an actual silence. He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though.
Scared. You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. Everard's file on you seemed thin on info. She must know from somewhere else. From Jamrock. Something more.
No. Her and Everard. They don't talk. She's not far. We know.
Good fucking luck, man.
Yeah, Al. And
She's not really a hardy candidate.
she's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked for her?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here. So, sure, there's some shithouses there. A cinderblock town. Bishop. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question.
Boyish. Hair's red. Died. The what now?
She said she's...
What?
We were talking about radio equipment.
This guy barely understands.
There you have it.
It feels like you'll get to know. Soon enough.
It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head?
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in... Wow, so someone's been a little boring. Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
You?
See? You're so... No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal. Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copotype is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax. Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law. Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clausia. Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash? Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did. Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere, but you're suddenly... No, they didn't. That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid.
Promising race pupil returns. And everyone can see that.
Baby, don't be mean.
Anything for you, babe. Look, babe. The mignon of law is also a racist. The basic race education he received in high school has led him to think his phylum. You could have used this opportunity to overcome your narrow al-rule that take solace from the fact that these thoughts will never entirely leave your brain.
Damn, Jean. How are you so romantic?
There is nothing I cannot possibly imagine.
This is it, the scene of the party, the fire pit, cigarettes, and empty bottles all evidence it. Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point.
Looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, it doesn't.
Yes?
A pane of Eternite has been planted into barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute.
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
We should ask that girl on the ice what's going on here.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside,
Come on! Get in and close the flap.
it's safe to assume this is their leader. Or at least he thinks he is.